This is News 24. I'm Erin Bates. We're outside the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria. It's Monday morning, and Karabo Ngwepe from News 24 is going to give us an update on this morning's events.
Hello, Erin.
Hi, Karabo. How's it going?
Yeah, very chill in Pretoria today.
Very, very chilly and wet this morning with the family arriving. Who did we see?
Wet. Well, we saw Uncle Arnold with his wife Lois, and then we also saw Amy and the brother Carl, who also are in attendance today. And as always, we saw Oscar walking in with a heavy security presence, people being pushed to the side as he was making his way to court.
Okay, and I also saw there Barry and June Steenkamp. Barry for the first time attending proceedings after being quite ill the last round of proceedings and the trial itself. What did you notice when you saw Barry and June coming in?
Oh yes, they walked in holding hands as they were walking through the courtroom, and they were very affectionate towards one another, so it was I guess a nice sight to see.
Yeah. I actually saw Carl as he was trying to enter court and asked him if he'd be willing to offer any comment because he was waiting for a tag to get in. Everyone has to have tags nowadays, so that's why we're standing out here. And he refused comment, was quite stern, seemed irritated and wanted to get into court as soon as possible.
Yeah, the family is not very open right now to the media. Well, apart from the interview that they did with the British broadcaster, they have been very, very quiet since the incident happened.
And again, we saw supporters of Oscar Pistorius, women from the ANC Womens League, there to support Rita Steenkamp's family. Karabo, I just want to confirm with you, this is a sentencing proceeding that begins today. So there's no dispute about the actual charge. Can we just clarify, is Oscar Pistorius, in the eyes of the South African law, a murderer?
Yes, he has been convicted of murder, and now it's just them trying to find the appropriate sentence for him, the appropriate time for him to spend in prison. So that can range from anything between 10 to 15 years.
Sure. And he has served a little bit of time, but that was on the dolus eventualis charge and also for his illegal possession or irresponsible kind of ownership of a firearm. Will that count towards his new sentence? Do you think it'll mitigate? Or?
They will take that into consideration, but at most, I don't see him getting anything below 10 years. So at most he might get 15, and then they say you've already served almost 1 year. So that would be automatically make it 14 years in prison.
I've had a couple of people asking me, Karabo, and you will know because you cover a lot of court cases for News 24, why is this set down for the whole week? Why is it not just a day of in, out, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am? Why is it taking longer?
Well, Oscar's defense team, they have to put reasons from their side as to why he should be given a linear sentence, while the state will try to prove as to why Oscar should be given the full sentence that goes with murder.
Okay.
So which is why they need the entire week for it. And I'm hearing that they might also be going through on June 16, which is a public holiday, surprisingly. So apparently there have been special arrangements that have been made to allow them to proceed even on public holiday.
So I suppose that sends out the message they really want to get this done in this week.
Yes.
Karabo, the other thing I'd be interested to hear from you about is the idea that Oscar Pistorius and his family have been sort of dogged and sort of insistent on trying to second guess or sort of dispute every step along the way to getting here today. You know, with the Supreme Court of Appeal, with the parole that was going to happen, then wasn't going to happen. What's your sense of how the family is approaching things? Have they stepped back now? Are they taking it at arm's length?
I think now they're taking it at arm's length. They're playing a wait-and-see game. So effectively, whatever happens in court will, I guess, decide what's the next step. But I think they've exhausted all the available avenues to even challenge the sentence. So whatever the judge decides, that is going to stay on him.
And even trying with the Constitutional Court, who said there was little likelihood of that succeeding. So Karabo quivering there like a leaf, as am I. So we're going to clock out, but you can follow us both on Twitter, and our reporter Thomas will also be inside reporting on that, and you can check out the News 24 live blog. Karabo, thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure.